Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Freddie B here on a beautiful Christmas day. It's a little bit crisp here in Sarasota. Lovely, lovely, probably a little bit under 50 degrees. Nice and sunny. Beautiful day. Merry Christmas to you all. For those of you that celebrate other holidays, happy holidays to you. Kwanzaa and happy Hanukkah belatedly to my friends of The Chosen. Best Christmas I've had in 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. Great Christmas time. You know, Christmas is a time for family, and guess what? My family will all be together in spirit this year as we are across the country, and we've all talked to each other this morning, and everybody's in a good mood, and it's great. And I talked to my sisters, my brothers, and my mother, and everybody who's still alive, and enjoyed my morning having coffee and talking with them. Hope you had a great one also. The world continues to move. The world continues to evolve. Terrible thing in Nashville today. Hopefully we'll find out. Don't over-speculate on what's happening. Let things fill in. Give the authorities some time to figure out what's going to happen and what happened, and I'm sure we'll get a much clearer picture. So I'm not going to speculate at this time as to what happened in Nashville, but to say it was a bad situation is probably to underscore it. So it's a bad situation in Nashville, and my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody who might have been injured, and also for all those first responders that had to get out there in the middle of the cold morning in Nashville, Tennessee to put out that mess. I feel bad for you too. Excuse me, heartburn. Getting over a cold, not COVID. I do not have the COVID. But had a chest cold all week. That's probably why you didn't hear from me. And I feel a little bit better today, so I thought maybe I'd say happy Merry Christmas to you. So President Trump came out and said the bill that was put in front of him was a crock of bullshit. And I would agree. First of all, I don't know that $600 would help anybody except the poorest of the poor. And I'm not trying to deny anybody their $600, but you shouldn't have to spend $900 billion in order to get $600 for everybody, as my cat chews my hand off. The bill was loaded with stuff that had absolutely nothing to do with COVID-19. When is Congress going to get across their thick skulls that the American people would really, really like them to do their job in which they are paid for, which is to represent us, not represent people of Somalia, not represent people in foreign countries, not provide walls in Syria when you're not providing walls here, but to represent each and every one of us, regardless of our party affiliation. So there was some really good stuff in that bill, like there's some help for the airlines, which I believe the airlines need help. Okay? I would kind of make it a loan guarantee like we gave Chrysler. Chrysler paid it back. I'd have the airlines paying that back too. Okay, to keep people employed, I totally get it, and I like the idea of helping airlines and some of these other industries that are very, very hard hit by COVID, getting additional money so that they can keep people on the payroll, if indeed they do keep people on the payroll. You got to remember that when Obama had that big bailout, and so did George W. Bush, the big $900 billion bailout that they had back in 2008 or whatever, most of the companies that took the money bought other companies. Most of the banks that got bailed out bought other banks. Bank of America went on a buying spree. They didn't help anybody out. They helped themselves out and their stockholders. So we got to avoid that. $600, pittance. The reason Trump says $2,000, because that would actually make a difference. That might pay everybody's bills. It might at least pay your mortgage and your car payment for a month. The mortgage companies aren't helping out. My mortgage company, which will go unnamed, but they're very fast. They put me in a program, I forgot what, forbearance is what they called it. And they said, yeah, you don't have to pay your mortgage for the next 3 months. And about 2 months later said, it's going to be pretty bad. So you're not going to have to pay your mortgage for the next 3 months after that. So 6 months of mortgage forbearance. Oh, by the way, on the 7th month, we expect 7 mortgage payments. Now, that doesn't help anybody who's been unemployed. But that's what they did. Other banks said, hey, we'll give you 3 months off and we'll tack it onto the back of your loan. At least that's thinking smart. And that doesn't hurt anybody. So $600 isn't going to help anybody. But it is the Christmas season. It is a beautiful day. Best Christmas I've ever had. I want to wish you the very best of happy holidays. And I hope that 2021 certainly isn't as tumultuous as 2020. And I want you to have a great year. So, ta-ta for now.